Welcome to Module 3, Chapter 7, where we explore how futures thinking and scenario planning can guide circular economy strategies. Circular economy principles focus on minimizing ecological impact, regenerating natural systems, and supporting livelihoods for all. In this chapter, we will connect theory to practice, showing how scenario planning empowers organizations to anticipate challenges and create resilient, sustainable solutions for a thriving future. By understanding the drivers behind circularity and learning actionable frameworks, you'll gain insight into how to shape a sustainable future. We will discuss the importance of envisioning the future, the role of values and narratives, and how systemic change is achieved. You'll see how scenario planning tools help organizations and communities prepare for uncertainty, make strategic decisions, and foster long-term sustainability. By the end, you'll be equipped to apply these concepts in real-world contexts and contribute to a more sustainable, circular economy. In this chapter, we will examine the foundations of futures thinking and circular economy, discuss systemic change and the power of narratives, and introduce scenario planning principles. You'll learn about the backcasting method for sustainable circular economy, review case studies and practical applications, and consider challenges and future directions in circular economy transformation. Each section builds your understanding of how forward-looking approaches, strategic planning, and collective vision drive meaningful change. By the end, you'll be equipped to apply these concepts in real-world contexts and contribute to a more sustainable future. Foundations of futures thinking and circular economy. Sustainability is defined as meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This principle, established by the World Commission on Environment and Development, is at the heart of the circular economy. A sustainable circular economy aims to minimize ecological impacts, regenerate natural systems, and support decent livelihoods for all. Envisioning future scenarios is essential for planning resilient socio-ecological systems and creating regenerative opportunities for upcoming generations. Integrating sustainability values into circularity fosters long-term balance and ensures that future generations inherit a healthy planet. Transformation towards sustainability requires learning from history and present challenges, reflecting on these lessons, and shaping a shared vision for the future. By adopting a forward-looking approach, we can protect natural systems, address social and economic needs, and create a foundation for lasting change. The linear economic model, based on resource extraction, production, consumption, and disposal, has led to significant environmental degradation and social inequities. This approach drives resource depletion, increases waste, and harms vulnerable populations who are often least responsible for environmental damage. Overconsumption threatens the planet's carrying capacity and human well-being, risking ecosystem collapse and long-term instability. In contrast, the circular economy offers a promising alternative by promoting reuse, repair, remanufacturing, and recycling. These principles keep materials circulating within the system, reduce waste, and conserve resources. Embracing circular practices is essential for safeguarding the environment and fostering a more equitable, sustainable future. By shifting away from the linear model and adopting circular strategies, we can address the root causes of ecological and social challenges, ensuring that both people and the planet thrive for generations to come. Triple crisis refers to the complex interlinkages between environmental, social, and economic issues. These challenges are deeply interconnected, requiring holistic solutions rather than isolated fixes. Social and cultural values, norms, and knowledge strongly influence behavior and can restrict radical change. Future studies explore values, beliefs, and worldviews, helping us envision new possibilities for sustainability. Transformation demands a shared narrative, imagination, resources, and the power to actualize sustainable futures. By understanding these complexities, we can develop more effective strategies for circular economy implementation. Addressing the triple crisis requires interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary approaches, engaging actors at all levels of society and considering power relations between institutions, organizations, and individuals. Only by changing the cultural framework and fostering new values can we overcome restricting factors and create a sustainable, circular future. Systemic change and the role of narratives in circular economy. Entrenched social and cultural norms often act as barriers to adopting sustainable practices and achieving transformation. Inadequate knowledge and infrastructural constraints further limit progress towards circular economy goals. Circular economy principles emphasize durability, regeneration, and shared access over ownership, redefining value systems for sustainability. Overcoming these restricting factors requires cultural change, education, and systemic support. By fostering new norms and expanding access to knowledge, we can accelerate the transition to a more sustainable and circular society. Cultural transformation is essential for embedding circularity into everyday life, ensuring that sustainable practices become the norm rather than the exception. This shift involves rethinking what we value, how we measure success, and how we engage with resources and each other. Only by addressing these deep-rooted barriers can we create lasting change and build a truly circular economy. Power relations among institutions, organizations, and individuals play a pivotal role in enabling or obstructing sustainability transformations. Effective change requires actionable strategies, resource allocation, and systemic support. Interdisciplinary approaches, combining economics, sustainability sciences, and futures studies, help us rethink economic systems within planetary boundaries. By engaging diverse stakeholders and leveraging collective expertise, we can create robust pathways for circular economy success. Recognizing and addressing power dynamics is key to fostering inclusive and lasting transformation. Interdisciplinary collaboration ensures that solutions are comprehensive, context-sensitive, and adaptable to changing conditions. By breaking down silos and encouraging cooperation across sectors, we can develop strategies that are more resilient and effective, supporting the transition to a sustainable, circular economy. A collective vision embracing circularity is vital to avoid fragmented implementation and ensure foresight for future generations. Sustainability transformation is relational, open, and uncertain, shaped by systems and collective behavior. Transitioning from a take-make-waste model to regenerative, resource-efficient practices fosters lasting societal and environmental change. Technological advancements, political decisions, and evolving social norms continuously shape culture and systems. By building a shared narrative and collaborative approach, we can co-create a sustainable, circular, and thriving future. Collective vision aligns stakeholders, motivates action, and provides direction for long-term change. It also helps overcome resistance, build trust, and ensure that circular economy initiatives are inclusive and equitable. Without a unified vision, efforts risk becoming disjointed and less effective, highlighting the importance of collaboration and shared purpose in driving transformation. Principles and frameworks of scenario planning. Scenario planning identifies critical uncertainties that influence future strategic choices and outcomes. Structured approaches, such as the 2x2 matrix and backcasting, provide systematic methods to analyze possible futures. Stakeholder engagement ensures that diverse perspectives are included, leading to more robust and comprehensive scenarios. By embracing uncertainty and involving all relevant parties, organizations can develop flexible strategies that adapt to changing conditions and support long-term sustainability goals. Scenario planning encourages creative thinking, helps identify risks and opportunities, and fosters collaboration across sectors. It also supports the development of actionable strategies that are grounded in real-world contexts and aligned with shared values. By applying these key principles, organizations can navigate complexity, build resilience, and drive meaningful change toward a sustainable circular economy. The 2x2 matrix is a widely used scenario planning tool that divides future possibilities along two axes: societal progress and individual influence. It generates 4 scenarios: utopian, dystopian, and 2 mixed influence cases, helping organizations visualize potential futures. Utopian scenarios feature positive societal development and active individual influence, while dystopian scenarios reflect decline and lack of agency. Mixed scenarios combine elements of optimism and pessimism, such as positive society with low individual influence or declining society with some individual agency. By exploring these images of the future, organizations can clarify strategic visions, identify risks and opportunities, and prepare for diverse outcomes. The 2x2 matrix encourages creative thinking and helps stakeholders understand the range of possibilities, supporting more informed and resilient decision-making in the face of uncertainty. JSBE's future typology outlines 4 key societal development paths: growth, limits, collapse, and transformation. Growth represents business as usual, where society continues along current trends. Limits describe a future where expansion halts due to environmental, economic, or social boundaries. Collapse involves sharp decline caused by crises such as resource depletion, conflict, or systemic failure. Transformation depicts exponential change driven by technology, new paradigms, or shifts in values and behavior. Strategic thinking is essential for shaping future possibilities, as it enables organizations to imagine, define, and influence desired outcomes. Understanding these scenarios supports effective decision-making and social change towards sustainable circular economy goals. By considering a range of futures, organizations can develop strategies that are flexible, adaptive, and aligned with long-term sustainability objectives. Backcasting method for sustainable circular economy. Backcasting begins by envisioning a sustainable future state, such as a zero-waste society or fully circular economy. The process involves evaluating the current situation, identifying gaps, and mapping out necessary technological, policy, and behavioral changes. This strategic pathway guides organizations and communities through actionable milestones toward long-term sustainability goals. Backcasting is particularly useful for addressing complex challenges, fostering innovation, and integrating citizen science at national and organizational levels. By starting with the desired outcome, stakeholders can co-create effective strategies for a sustainable future. This method encourages collaboration, supports creative problem-solving, and ensures that all voices are heard in the planning process. Backcasting helps organizations stay focused on their vision, adapt to changing circumstances, and achieve meaningful, lasting change. The backcasting approach starts with a clear vision of a sustainable future and works backward to identify the steps needed to achieve it. This method emphasizes strategic planning, focusing on desired outcomes and mapping out practical milestones. A holistic future vision connects ecology, social factors, collaboration, and technology, ensuring that circular economy strategies balance environmental, social, and economic needs. The awareness and vision triangle highlights the importance of conscious, value-driven planning, guiding stakeholders to co-create effective strategies for a resilient and inclusive future. By visualizing the pathway from present to future, backcasting helps organizations and communities set priorities, allocate resources, and monitor progress. This approach fosters alignment, builds momentum, and supports the development of innovative solutions that address complex sustainability challenges. To apply backcasting, begin by defining an ideal scenario for a sustainable circular economy, such as achieving zero waste by 2050. Next, identify key changes needed, technological innovations, policy reforms, and behavioral shifts. Analyze current gaps and engage stakeholders to ensure all perspectives are considered. Finally, develop actionable steps and milestones, including timelines, resource allocation, and responsibilities. Breaking the journey into manageable phases enables organizations to monitor progress, adapt to challenges, and celebrate achievements, guiding the transition toward long-term sustainability. This structured approach ensures that efforts are coordinated, focused, and aligned with shared goals. By involving diverse stakeholders and fostering collaboration, backcasting supports the creation of inclusive, effective strategies for a sustainable circular economy. Case studies and practical applications. Scenario planning helps organizations explore potential futures in circular economy strategies, driving sustainable development. The Ellen MacArthur Foundation creates future circularity scenarios for Europe, guiding innovation and policy for a sustainable economy. Achieving circularity depends on collaboration across sectors, supportive policy frameworks, and continuous innovation. By studying these scenarios, stakeholders can anticipate challenges, identify opportunities, and design effective strategies for transitioning to a circular economy. The Foundation's work demonstrates the value of scenario planning in shaping policy, fostering cross-sector partnerships, and inspiring new business models. By leveraging these insights, organizations can build more resilient, adaptive, and sustainable systems that support long-term prosperity and well-being. Policy-driven approaches focus on regulatory frameworks that enforce circular economy practices. Market-led solutions highlight how business innovations accelerate the transition towards circular models. Hybrid models combine public and private sector efforts, creating synergies for circular economy success. These strategies demonstrate the importance of collaboration, innovation, and supportive policies in achieving sustainable circular economy goals. By integrating these approaches, organizations can drive meaningful change and foster resilient, inclusive systems. The most effective strategies often blend elements of all three models, leveraging the strengths of each to overcome barriers, scale solutions, and achieve lasting impact. By learning from diverse examples, stakeholders can develop tailored approaches that meet the unique needs of their contexts. Challenges and future directions in circular economy transformation. Transitioning to a sustainable circular economy demands a mindset centered on intergenerational equity and socio-ecological regeneration. Futures thinking and scenario planning, using tools like scenario typologies and backcasting, help navigate sustainability challenges and envision multiple futures. Integrative transformative thinking combines science, economics, and societal narratives to shape regenerative pathways. By fostering interdisciplinary collaboration and innovative approaches, we can create resilient systems that support long-term sustainability and social justice. This new way of thinking challenges traditional assumptions, encourages experimentation, and values diversity of perspectives. By integrating knowledge from multiple fields, we can develop solutions that are more effective, equitable, and responsive to changing conditions. Without a unified vision, circular economy efforts risk becoming fragmented and lacking long-term impact. Systemic support is essential to align efforts and drive meaningful, lasting transformation. Shared agency enables stakeholders to co-create a sustainable, circular, and just future. By building collective narratives and fostering interdisciplinary collaboration, organizations can overcome challenges and achieve lasting change. Systemic support ensures that circular economy initiatives are coordinated, effective, and resilient. It also helps build trust, mobilize resources, and sustain momentum over time. By working together toward a common goal, stakeholders can create systems that are adaptable, inclusive, and capable of meeting the needs of current and future generations. A sustainable circular economy mindset is rooted in the principle of socio-ecological regeneration, aiming to minimize ecological impact while ensuring that both current and future generations can enjoy dignified livelihoods. This mindset is fundamentally linked to the concept of intergenerational equity, which emphasizes fairness and responsibility across time. To achieve this, organizations and societies must move beyond short-term thinking and embrace long-term strategies that prioritize the health of both people and the planet. Futures thinking and scenario planning are essential tools in this process, as they help us create visions that are not only value-laden and context-dependent but also actionable and inclusive. By imagining multiple possible futures and planning for them, we can better anticipate challenges, adapt to change, and make decisions that support resilience and social justice. Ultimately, adopting this foundational mindset empowers organizations and communities to drive meaningful transformation, ensuring that circular economy goals are met in a way that is both sustainable and equitable for all. Transitioning to a sustainable circular economy requires a foundational mindset that prioritizes intergenerational equity, socio-ecological regeneration, and minimizing ecological impact. Futures thinking and scenario planning empower decision-makers to envision multiple pathways, anticipate challenges, and create actionable strategies for a regenerative future. Tools such as the 2x2 matrix and backcasting are especially valuable for navigating complex sustainability challenges, as they foster inclusive, value-driven approaches and help organizations and communities prepare for uncertainty. Genuine transformation, however, demands more than technical solutions. It requires new ways of thinking, reimagined values, and systemic support for county creation and shared agency. Without a unified vision, circular economy efforts risk fragmentation and short-termism. Collective narratives and interdisciplinary collaboration are essential for building lasting impact. By integrating these principles, we can ensure that circular economy initiatives are coordinated, resilient, and capable of delivering meaningful change for both people and the planet, now and in the future. Thank you for your attention. Next, we continue with Module 3, Chapter 8.